Here we go again. Oh shit. I seen an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Keren. Ano? The, this girl is yeah, yeah, yeah. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of worked out because you've known each other for so long. Ano yung tekan? Eh? uh, sorry. We used to walk to school together on a day like this, but starting around like high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting. But if she going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sign an idle in front of the crosswalk and let go get me to catch up to me. Uh, 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 fuck, anjing. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Morning are usual. The worst are being surrounded by couples and friend group walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girl or something like that. But I have no motivation to join the club. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on game or anime. There's always the enemy club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway. Sange ayun. Enggak. Bohong. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's not fair because I know it. After I pick up my things, stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There's really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Pandu, Ah, Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Kan kesaing banget. It's been a while, right? Uh, yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feel a little. What do you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction people in here or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in a debate club, right? Ah, about that. I actually quite a debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can stand all of the politics around the major club. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for event. I'd much rather I much rather take some things I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Anjing apa? Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Uh, it's kind of embarrassing, but there's only three of us so far. It's really hard to find a member for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see it. Enak anjing kopi. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keep her manga collection in a club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? Kerjaan itu pasti Natsuki. She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, members are members, right? Did Monica say she? Hmm. Hey, funny. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? Uh, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please, well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Manu, you know that? No, I'm a bastard, Michan. It's nothing real. Shall we go then? I'll look for the material another time. You're more important. Anjing. And thus, today's marked the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible, irresistible smile. I timidly followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third years class and activities. Monica, full of energy, swing open the classroom door. I'm big motherfucker. And I brought the gas with me. Anjing apa? Uh, a gas? Seriously, you brought a boy? Hehe, boy. Wah, ngatur ini. Kok ngulang anjing? Oish. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Pandu. Bukannya aku udah join? Or what escaped me in this situation? This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Hiya! So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Bocil. Her smile figure make me think she probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki and a chick as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah. Uh, it's nice to meet both of you. Uh, so I ran into Pandu in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Anjing, bentar. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, did, did I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. Ngelek, goblok. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down? Sit down. The girls gave a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club. It must be hard to start in a club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Yeah, no. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that You're both fun and worthwhile. And but it but it makes cool event like the festival that much more important. Ini sakit aku. I'm I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agreed. Such different girl, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find this key. She returned to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Uh, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Uh, uh, I guess. Don't let you get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. Eh, that, that's not. Insulted. He really looks away. I mean, that, you know, I believe. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Very faintly smiled to herself in relief. So, Pandu, what kind of thing do you like to read? Well, you can know. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki had suddenly perked up. You will. It's like she wanted to say something but she kept quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri trenched the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and workmanship behind them is amazing. And telling a good story in such a phrase is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, really passionate about her readings. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walk in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But like a lot of things. Story with deep psychological element usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so take, deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Uh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, we might as well behaving, be having a conversation with a rock. Haha, I'd expect it from you, Rudy. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or makes me to another water though, then I can really then I really can put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Wah, nggak nanya. Oh, why is that? Well, I just. Natsuki eyes start over to me for a split second. You. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. So like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud" and give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poem? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Cuma nanya anjing. I think I can press it. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Uh, Not a very confident writer again. And that's how Natsuki feel. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just a confidence. Just the truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your reader, exposing your vulnerable vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. Do you have any writing experience to you? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Uh, I guess it's the same for you. We all sit in the silence for a moment. Wah, getting clear, what? No. Shit. Uh, Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Mark. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Uh, uh, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding a activity for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its member. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Aing bukan member baru, kan udah mas kemarin. Do you agree as well? Hold on, there's still one problem. Hey, what's that? But that would reach the most important topic I have got the comfort with that I've been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to step by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clothes to look at, and I lose my trace of thought. All three girls stare back at me with rejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Eh? The, the girls exchanged glances before Monica turned back to me. I, I guess I need to tell you the truth. The thing is, we don't have enough member yet to form an official club. We need four, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear headed decision when it's like this? I know it. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. And so, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with those beautiful girls, right? Okay, I'm decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls sighed like that. Oh my god, really? You really mean that? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You're really discovery for me. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Pando, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. Asu, kopi habis. Tuh ada air pun. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Uh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a day note and a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment, writing a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Pandu, I look forward to see how you express yourself. No, not you. Yeah, yeah. Can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skill. I already feel the anxi- anxieties welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat as they clean up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole day, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Ugh, Anji. Perhaps, perhaps I have to spend to grow closer to one of those girls. Natsuki. Serious. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstance and make this, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess to start with writing a poem. Uh, you have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party interfered with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script of the train. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Jok matamu, jok anjing. Hmm, bedalah kering. Yang cute-cute. Ribet. candy, apple, orange, puppy, pink, hometown, romance, pure, uh, maiden, oh, papa, what the heck, uh, charm, um, perfect, same, kawaii, beauty, mm, fireflies, Sugata, don't be silly. I mean, strike bro. Strike Natsuki maksud. Hi again, Pandu. Like to see you didn't run away on us. Huh. Goblok Google ini malah respon. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else already hanging out. Wait, anjing. Thanks for keeping your promise, Pandu. Shit. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of commitment for you. Nah, don't worry. Make you dive hard face into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Wait, anjing anjing. Come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Well, if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Bro, gimana aing baca, bangsa? Aing awas. Natsuki, you certainly have a big note for someone who keep her manga collection in the class club room. Hmm. Natsuki find herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flopped back into her seat. Poop. I'm sorry, Pan. Why? Kenapa? Ada apa nih? Ada apa nih? Well, make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Or you should not skip with a disappointed glance. Anyway, bro, kok ada yang aneh, bro? Kameranya kok gini? Kemaren. And that's you're in the club and all. Perhaps you might have to interest in picking up book to read. Well, I can really say no either way. Like you said, in this club now. So it's only feel right for me to do something like this, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Uh, if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything like this. No, it's not that way. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you want me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, That I should help you get started on something you might like. Doria reached into her bag and pulled out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And and we could now discuss it if you want. This is Requiem. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Even she picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Three, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically. But take the book. Pew, pew, pew. You can read it at your own pace. I'm looking forward to hear what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is roaming around the closet. Ugh. I heard Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, impatient it in hand. But you need a hand, bro? You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica. Panjang apa sih? Nggak ada nih. No. Freaking. She never put my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else just gonna mess it up? Good idea. Let's just slide a bunch of stacking book and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Uh, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can admit you're really into it until you figure out there's the other person's stand. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of weather on your face. Matamu. What that's supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of foreign book on the side of one of the shelf. Curiously, I pull it out on the display. There it is. The key snatched it out of my hand. She then turned to a box of manga and slipped the phone right to the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a book set with a one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box. She said box set she's admiring. Parfait Girl? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. This probably means either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, we can go to it through the glass on the door. She pointed to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging him. I didn't even say anything. It was it was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this as love. Belum anjing belum selesai. Consider this as a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by don't judge a book. Kenapa tulisannya gini, bro? In fact, Natsuki pull out the first fold of Farfate Girls from the book. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoved the book right into my hand. Ah, I stared at the cover. It featured four girls in colorful attire, striking animated, feminine pose. Jojo ka? Jojo ka? With its excitingly mole. I'm just stand there. Whoa. Natsuki grabbed my arms and pulled me out of the closet. She then took a seat against the wall beneath the windows sill. She pet on the ground next to her, sending me to sit here. Wouldn't chair be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chair word chair wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like this. Uh, why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer like this. Th- Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crossed her arm and scotches an inches away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this closer to her either. Mantap anjir. Berhasil. Not that I can say it a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the addiction space while she hops. I don't know. I can feel her peering over my shoulder much more eager to begin reading that I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Um, you didn't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometime after I've really finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Um, I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk with the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Oh, I kinda, I kind of grew up with this since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the likely plot. Yeah, bagus. Are you sure this isn't boring? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. Chakrik. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. Mm. Bentar bro. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? Huh? You don't? Uh, that's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What did you mean? Ah, nggak ada temen. You share your manga with your friend. No wrong with that. Jeez. Sorry. hum. Hum. Wah, gimana screenshot kemarin? Ah, like, I could ever get my friend to read this. They just think manga is for kids. That's some pussy talks. Only pussy. Only stupid people say manga is for kids. Have you heard of Junji Ito or Hajime Isayama? Yo rambling yo. I can even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet. Make me want to punch them in the face. Uh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it's take a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess gravitated towards the other loser effort. Ah, but it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can even keep it in my room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if she found this. Okay. I don't even know what beda kok. At least it's safe here in this club. Cap Monica's fun of a jerk, but uh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, don't it? Didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solved any of my problem. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Si anjing nggak screenshot. So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Keluar so. Yeah, yeah. I flipped the page. Time passed. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Lah tidur si goblok. Pengen screenshot. It feels like she's trying to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Yeah? Bro, ngapain tidur? Suddenly Natsuki collapsed right into me. Ah, ah, anjing. Hey, goblok anjing tahu. Oh shit. Eh, ini kenapa lagi, bro? Bro, ini kenapa, bro? Bro, help! Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here, Monica reached into her bag and pulled out some kind of protein. She threw it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly lights up again. She snatched the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrap. I told you not to give. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Pandu. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share a poem now? Ide yang bagus. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki lah. I think I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Huh? Okay, let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all, Natsuki will read my poem. Never mind. I don't giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing. other thing. Uh, in fact, remember what I said I want to read your poem? That's why I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Uh, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were suppressed. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh? Well, it's not that great, but at least show me. We'll ritualize this. And you went and ruined it. I have your head. What the fuck? So, in other words, you're saying you like, sendiri itu mudah ditebak loh. Natsuki looked so get caught in her throat. Hmm, you're so you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to be announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Enggak bro, dia cuma sendiri. I can figure out if it's a win or a lose that she liked my phone. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagle can fly. Monkey can climb. Cricket can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagle can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Okay, I read that before. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Uso de are. What? Just be honest. I am. Uso de are. Why are you so confused that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school think that's why they have to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like a deep. Enggak bro, bohong bro. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you to get really thinking things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand, but the other nice thing about simple writing is that it's put more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhythm at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It's helped bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that. I realized. I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Swim game. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to more humor her with that last part. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who's next? Yuri. Oi, comrade. Hmm. Yuri started the poem. A minute passed, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Um, oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thought. thought into work. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Why do you ask? I just making sure. I guess I guess that it might be after reading through this. So it's that. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Very blurry her face and her hand. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. It, what, what were you saying? Right. It's just that there's the specific writing habit that are usually typical of new writer, and having been through that myself, I kind of learning to pick up them on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writing is that they try to make their style fair or deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the subject matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are wicked. Once you refine her traits of thought, it's as if her demeanor her stammering her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Yeah, boy, you sound like a stupid. No. Of course, there's nothing you can be blaming for. Karen. There are so many different skills in taking the goal of writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I almost hope that everyone else in the club give you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Um, well, never mind. I should shouldn't be talking about people like. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologies from herself to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read the poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. He smiled dreamily, as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of fun. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, I know, right? Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate the amber glow. Betty, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickness blue-green hood hood of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flicker. I flick back. I I'm so sorry I have such a what? I wasn't thinking that at all. but it's a good long time to read. Uh, well, I just don't read script affair. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't short. I wish it were on phone. No, not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost here? Uh, actually, the story isn't about a ghost. Funny. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all. I remember the poet often expressed their own thought, feeling, and experience in the world. They usually do more than all a simple story or painting of picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared for a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to go of the past. And so, to be left with nothing, there's a lot more soul in putting that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things, right? Too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Last but not least, Monaco. Hi, Ponder. I think it would sound so far. Ah, yes. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new on everything, if you ever had any suggestion for the club, like new activity or thing we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring that up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. You like what I mean? Don't worry, buddy. We're all a little embarrassing today, but it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my phone. Hmm, I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expect. I am cute. Haha. Oh jeez. No, no. It's kind of made me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, there's always keep a snack on you. She's clinging to you like a puppy. Haha. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fuzzy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shut down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guy are into petite. Petite. You see? Petite girl too. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claim not to be very good. Well, that's cause I'm this. I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way. I see. Well, let's read it then. Holy wall. But she wasn't looking at me. Confused. I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eye can no longer see color. Are these others in this room? Are they talking? Or they simply poem on a flat sheet of paper? The song Francis scrolling play tricks on my ears. The room begins to cling, close, closing in on me. The air is red with this space before it's reached my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. It's right. He's right there. Swallow my fear. I brandish my, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. What you call it? Sorry, I don't really the right person to show feedback. It's okay. Yeah, what kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays? That's that's that is. So a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed aloud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Uh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had to some epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poem a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous talking about deep stuff like this because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friendly with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tips of the day of the dead. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets to fixate on a special poem. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Now, another way to think about it is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dog puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Uh, phew. Mm, I guess that everyone. I guess that everyone. I glanced around the room. There was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Du-du-du-du. Du-du-du-du. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club. Uh, I sighed. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. My eyes lands on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch shades of their expression change. Natsuki's eyebrow frowned in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiled sadly. What with this language? Eh? Did you say anything? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returned the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yuri is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the simulation or something is clear about the feeling of giving up? How can that be cute? I I know that. I guess man. The language, I guess. I, I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say thanks, but really didn't come up nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Panu did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anything soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And but unlike my phone too. Here we go again. He even told me he was impressed by it. Meski suddenly stand up. Paul, I realized you were so invested in trying to impress our new member. Hey, that's not what I. Uh, you, you're just. You stand up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Panu appreciate my advice more than he's appreciate you. Hmm? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I. No. If I was full of myself, I would be deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boob magically grows a side bigger as soon as Panu started showing. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve talking out your own insecurity and others like that. You really act unching. Bangsa, as strong as you look, Natsuki. I mean, for a second you wanna be edgy, bitch. Why? Edgy? Sorry, that's my lifestyle. Someone for. Bro, anjing. Kidding apa? See? You're saying that food like one. Most people learn to give or attention after they graduate middle school. If you want to put anything that separation of the people, just sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting good? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful or might be cut yourself on the edge. Oh, my bad, bro. I did. Don't you? It just accused me of cutting myself. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. I want to hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over here for you after suddenly you return toward me. Maybe she's trying to think, Austin, anjing. Kenapa bangsa? Pandu, she just trying to make me look bad. No, that's not true. He's starting it. Bro, anjing. Uh, Natsuki, 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 Natsuki. Anjing. Bangsat kaget. Uh, uh, Monica, what are you doing? Bro, the fuck? Uh, hey, Pandu, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Anjing kok jadi diem. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of. We'll go back inside one day, not yelling. Some person at my right. Anjing, bangsat. I can even confirm my own club member properly. I just wish I was able to have a little more assertive sometimes. Like I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Bro, ngapa nangis bro? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Oh, it looks like there. Who, who make my bitch cry? No, I didn't mean I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her phone. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I did. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Wonder. Please don't hit. Please. Not like this. There's something wrong with you today. It's fine, Yuri. You know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it. Complete. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Goblok. You look at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at me. You, you can go first, Mika. I like to stay alone a bit more. I'm the person, so I should be the lesser. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm first friend, so please let me take the responsibility today. It's kind of sound like you don't want me around or something. Lah, marah. That's not it. That's not. It's just I just didn't get much of a chance to get my good fun. It would be embarrassing if you listen. I guess I don't really have a choice. I'm sorry for asking. He's in trouble. But I really appreciate the bro. Astaga. Anjing. Damn, that's some scary shit. Mm. Hah? 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 Ini apa bangsa? Anjing. S s s s s S S S S S S S S S S S. Salah. Tapi, salah satu bro. Hey, fast, and it's time for the club meeting. Alright. I've got a little more comfortable here after the past couple days. Entering the club, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, bro. Apa gambarnya bro? Anjing. Uh, Hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's your expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hanging in the air. Oh, uh, Yuri glanced over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki reading manga at the desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here. Suddenly, Yuri took my arm and pulled me to the corner of the room. Like yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and some things just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been for a couple of days, I did tell something up myself yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing phone. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less. I had really decided there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologies, I know you really didn't mean it. Wonder, don't say those kind of things so frankly. You make me a little too happy. Really, like you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you're doing this. Everything is a little bit better with you around. And, ah, sorry, what am I saying now? I just, hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of worried, wondering where she was. Herman, really, I'm guessing you haven't either. Grace clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worrying a bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just want to apologize. I promise I didn't mean anything like that. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Didn't you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever on your mind, I'm sure it was not the terror. Whatever is on your mind, I don't even remember anything that happened. You're the kind of person who worry too much about the little thing, aren't you? Eh? Bro, lu nggak ingat? Lu nggak ingat serius? But anjing. Ibu say still clutch blind side lifeline unaddictive flawlessly offer. Sama bro anjing. I'll check your voice anyway if it helps you feel better. Me boost silent cloud, bling like lifeline anan rectipitally faultlessly offers cleverly made Catholic apa sih? Besides, it's kinda nice to hear since I was. Always afraid you secretly hate me or something like that. Hehehe. Hehehe. Aduh. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Haha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I know I hate you either. Okay, let's keep trying to. We're still a trial though. Hey, suddenly the door swing open. Sorry I'm super late. Just there. I don't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. No, not me. Nah. Well, not was. I was not. Hahaha. What took you so long anyway? Uh, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Haha, that makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. You must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wouldn't wear you play music as well, Monica. Oh, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm sure I'm still not good. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Uh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. Haha, that's Michael, look at me. Well, I'm working on the writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward for it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Manda. Monica smiles sweetly. Uh, I didn't mean my any pressure or anything like this. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that's the three of us talking about. The side kid already went off into the closet. Pandu, um, since your compliment, compliment put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would have like would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Uh, I suppose so. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave the opportunity. After we finished reading yesterday, yes, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. Lah ngatur. She's used to being ignored. Lah ngatur. Come on, we're going over there. Lah ngatur. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Oh, he's a Russian guy. Yes, comrade, my comrade. There's an there's an ominous-looking eye symbols in the front of the cover. Ominous-looking eye symbol. Wait, segitiga kah? Segitiga itu kah? Basically, it's about the religious scam that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped here have the trait that turned them into killing machine that was for blood. Chainsaw Man kah? Yang enggak belum baca anjir sih Chainsaw Man. But the facility get even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affecting them to jadi kaneki anjir. Oh, oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limb. or maybe that's kind of that's kind of that, isn't it? You really made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So the dark turn come, cha cha cha. So that dark turn come from nowhere. Uh, are you not a fan of that sort of thing? Oh, tentu saja saya fans. Saya suka gore. Gore, gore atau gore. Nah, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. Cuma ngilu, bro. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Bro, what the fuck? And suddenly, anjing belum gue baca. Then suddenly, I'm, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I how I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I feel things like books or writing through my thought. Bro, anjing belum baca. Bang ada. I kind of forget to finish it. I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's I don't really think you need to worry. This just means you're passionate about reading. Yeah, at least I can do it. Listen, it's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Anjing. Y- Yes. I I mean you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. Get the book, bitch. I quickly retrieve the book that I have to put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Uh yeah, are you sure? He seems a little apprehensive. Yeah, apprehensive. That's I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I never very used to. That that is reading in comedy with someone. I see. Cool, but well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in common. It's as if I can feel her reach stand over my shoulder as I read. So, it's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distractive, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. You're in the corner of my eye. Yes. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just I was anjing banget. Kind of. Mm, mm, Sure, sure, sure. Sorry, I was just. You really focus a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, tissue paper, right? I slide my dust until it's oxygen yours and hold my book more between the two of them. Uh, I suppose so. Harry timidly closed her own copy. Once we each learn in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book up. I guess that's my kind of literature on the page. Here, here. Ow! Toot 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 toot. Screenshot, screenshot. Uh, I don't. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, that way, I turn a page. She will slide it under her tongue after it. Flip to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Actually, kind of distracting me. It's as if it's as if I can feel the warmth of your face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bukan will ini. Eh? To turn the page? Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes met. Yow! I don't know how be to keep up with her. Uh, that's okay. You're not as used to it. Like, I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. That's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Read no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own polite. We continue the first chapter in silence, even so turning each page almost feel like an intimate exchange. My tongue gently letting roll on the page, letting it flutter upward to her side as she catches under her own tongue. Hey Yuri. Hey Muna. Salah gitu. This might be a silly dog, but okay, the main character kind of remind me of you a bit. Eh? Lah, lah ini creepy. Fuck. Holy shit. No, no, I don't relate to this character at all. Never like no. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guessed things she said and all that. Uh, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something, something else. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oi, Quillen, tell me. Oi, Comrade, tell me. We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know why that come into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Turu. Can you rest if you're feeling sick or anything? You can rest. Your breathing is a little. My breathing. She puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heart. I I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. He stand up and practically rush out of the classroom. What on earth was that? Undo? Did something happen just now? Toot. Eh? I have no idea. Maybe it was taking a little string, I guess. So, you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say anything. Are you worried about it? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Aku nge-grab bro. Aku nge-grab bukan salah Aing. Don't worry, I will use it. Ray just this does this sometimes. So it's nothing alarming. Like if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our phone with each other? Good idea, eh? Shouldn't we wait for you? Well, she might be a while, so I'll figure out get started with her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up and make a mental note of where I left my laptop in the boat and slip it back into my bag. Tututu, tentu saja Natsuki. Ntar bro. Um, well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. And again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I want to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, someone in the club writing will be different from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Reese. Not that I care who you spend all the time. Lah, cemburu, emang kamu siapa? Kan kita cuma teman. Teman, 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 teman. Anjing. Friendzone. After all, I was told never to expect anything from someone. So it's not like I was waiting for you anything. Aduh, sendiri. Tak keduga. Favorit. Still, you should at least look over my phone. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Ah, mana aing tahu, bro. T3B L B I B Z B3 P Y I L F R O A X C K-A-I. Blah 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 blah. Pandu, why didn't you come with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to do today. Why did you ruin it? Why did you like me more? I think you're better off not as there with her. Are you listening to me? There is a secret. Yeah, mulai lagi. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. I mean, astaga bro. Okay, you don't hate me, Pandu, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. I don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with anjing. Anjing di end. Hi again, Bunny. How's your whining going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're playing yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share that what you write for today? Sure, here you go. I give a poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Panu. I was going, oh, in my head, well, really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I don't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimate you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectation low. That way, it's always counting that I put in some effort. Haha, that's not effort. Well, I guess it were anyway. You know that you really like this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imaginaries and symbols. Sometimes I feel like the race mind is just totally detached from reality. No meaning that like the big thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just fully give up on people. She spends so much time on her head, then it's probably a much more interesting place to her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she used to be being indulgent like that. She must be really starved by social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on the level strong. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated and ended up withdrawing and looking for a long time, suddenly the door opened. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? No, not really. Well, we'll start sharing a poem with each other. Okay? Already? Uh, I'm sorry for everything. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you're to call the 10 unit. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I'm supposed I could get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one went out, so I hope you do. Save me. The color that won't bright beat fuller, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, endless cacophony of meaning noise. The noise won't stop. Oh, let's not get up. Shit, scratch, shit, coasting. Explains it. Eclipse wanted explains and knows it's a breaking coverage. And it's a PM of I'm the light her. Siapa bro? Milik siapa bro? Anjing. Sorry, I don't. I know it's kind of abstract. I just come to Well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica writing tips of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to set your game. You never know when. Okay, when. Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Apa itu tadi? Save. Lah anjing hilang. Hilang semua. Serius? Save kan hilang semua. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what's your ranking. Let's smile and take a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's a well, there's always something that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. Thank you. Let's come out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Well, anjing panjang. Okay. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, rain, river, falling sky, seven holy stack, observing, tap 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 anjing panjang. Mampu aku baca. It doesn't really matter what it's about. And mine has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out. Ah, that's it. A pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for a check. I um I just feels like the way that is right. I wrote this poem with it. Morning, ngabiskan ku kan orang. And now, you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just? Can we pretend this conversation had never happened? Can you keep the poem though? Can keep the poem. You have only special poem. You like to read? Yes. Uh, ini apa bro? Anjir banget. Game nggak salah game kah? Gimana readnya bro? Anjing gerak. Okay everyone. We're all done reading each other poem, right? We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could come sit down in front of the room, it's the bottle festival. Not skill lagi. Not skill lagi hidup bagus. Whew. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparation. Yeah. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone been a little more lively ever since Pando joined it, and we're starting with some group activities. But this isn't the time for us to become compla- complacent. We still have only have four members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more. You know what's so great about getting new member anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. Maybe more member will just mean anything get noisier and more difficult to manage. That's key. I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the more feeling that brought you here in the first place? Anjing air habis bangsa. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can do whatever else. Everywhere else. It should be a place so intimidating that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival. If it's something small. Right, Pandu? Laman na aing tahu. Uh, come on. You can take advantage of Panda to a great video just because she doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here join the club with other people in mind? We never ever thought into Panda. So as for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Panu isn't ever passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding a member. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're passionate and all, but you should really consider our opinion for once. Huh? Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki word. That's not true at all. I'm sure we are kind of want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I show as much enthusiasm as Monica wants, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, um, no, that's key right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why didn't I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But there doesn't mean that we're against getting new member or anything. Pandu, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out? Well, there's not really something I can be honest with it. In fact, if I remember, you weren't even giving a choice not to join. I could sit down and stare at her desk. What's the point of all this? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Atsuki. What? Me? It spoke my mind. It's not a crime to be honest. It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, we have no right to speak for everyone else in a club like that. You don't understand at all. I just I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There is aren't. There are many other places like that. And now Mika want to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, 100. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. Anjing salah tekan. If I wanted, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Atsuki start packing up her thing. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignored Yuri and walk, walks right out the platform. This is bad. I didn't know what to do. Well, do you have any opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Shh, who cares about that obnoxious rat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy you're here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibility like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. But I'm Jing. Well, I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Panda? What do you want to get out of this club? You already repeat the same question as mine. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can get anything alone. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the qualities of each member. That's what will end up making Literature a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contribute their own qualities in a special way. With each change in member. Wait, anjing. Kok matanya darah, bro? So, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. Anjing. Anjing. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Or it's not. Hey Yuri, hey, um, I know things are a little awkward yesterday. Bro, bro mana itu? Bilang. Um, I know. Hah? What? Hah? Salah tekan. Bangsa. But I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful, wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful plan. But Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I'll look forward to it. Shall we go, honey? Ngantuk. Please don't take this the wrong way, but hey, good. I'm going to chat a little bit with Pandu before we leave, just to see what he thinks of this time here and all that. It's important to me, especially. Oh, Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judge. Like, in that case, I'll see you. I see the two of you tomorrow. Hello, bro. See you tomorrow. Monica wipes at Yuri exit the classroom. Phew, things have been a little bit hectic lately, haven't they? I know. I just wanted to make sure you enjoy the time at this club. I mean, I kind of like this quote, but so much weird stuff. Anjing backgroundnya ngapa? I will really hate to see what happens. I feel like I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president, and I really do cares about you. You know, I don't see, I don't like seeing the other girl give you a hard time with how mean as and everything, and you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feel like you and I are the only real people here. What do you mean? You know what I mean? Anjing dijawab bangsat. But it's weird because in all the time we've been here, we haven't really gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's taken me only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something here. There are just something I've been hoping to talk to you with. Things I know only you could understand. That's why. Wait, no, no. Lah, udah lah sampai sini dulu anjir. Save. Udahlah bro. Udah berapa jam? Udah 2 jam. Return. Bukan return ke sini anjing. Timingnya. Aku save tadi. Oh masih ya. Oke, oke. Udah berapa jam? 2 jam. Oke, selesai. Sampai sini dulu. Minggu depan lanjut. Mungkin kalau mood. Oke. Bye.